So back in 1991, Nike introduced a new silhouette, the Air Huarache, and at the time this was seen as quite revolutionary and quite groundbreaking based on the new design and the differences between that and obviously other silhouettes that were available at the time. In theory, almost like a game-changing silhouette, and it went on to become, one of Nike's top-selling sneakers alongside the Air Max and the Air Force One, etc. And 30 years later in 2021, they've reintroduced the silhouette again to the market, and there've been a couple of colorways that have retroed already, which I haven't actually managed to be successful on sneakers. One of these in particular was the Stussy collaboration, which I did actually go for, but took the L. However, recently I got the W on sneakers on a special edition version of the Air Huarache. Hey, what's going on? Lucas here, back with another video. And today I'm reviewing the Nike Air Huarache OG Hyperlocal London edition. Thanks for checking out this video. If this is the kind of content you want to see, please do hit that subscribe button and also click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Instagram and Twitter at Lukas Winn. And if you do enjoy today's video, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel. Now today I'm reviewing the Nike Air Huarache OG Hyperlocal London edition. This dropped on sneakers a few weeks ago and managed to get the W. I'm really happy to get this because for two reasons. The colorway is fire, it's triple black, so that's definitely a very sought after colorway, I'd say. And not only that, it's a Huarache, and up until this W I didn't actually have any Huaraches in my collection, so really happy to get this. I had wanted to get Huaraches in the past but just never been able to, so when this dropped I was definitely up for getting this. I did take some L's on a couple of Huaraches earlier in the year. One specifically was the Stussy collaboration. So yeah, really happy to get the W on this. One thing about this is it's actually a special edition. So there are some subtle differences that you'll see on this versus a standard Huarache. And ironically, soon after I managed to cop the black and white pair as well. So this is actually good for two reasons. One, because it's a different colorway, but also I can show the differences between a standard Huarache release and this specific special edition release. As I said, this dropped on sneakers a couple of weeks ago for £115, and yeah, really happy to get this and obviously get the review out for the channel. So the Air Huarache is a classic silhouette now. It actually first debuted in 1991 and it came from the brain of Tinker Hatfield. Now, most of the time people associate Tinker Hatfield with the Jordan brand, especially the Jordan 3, Jordan 11, but he also did some work for Nike as well with the Huarache, and at the time it was quite groundbreaking in terms of its style and comfort value and just what it could offer to a consumer versus what you would get in, say, an Air Force One or an Air Max at the time. As I said, this is a special edition sneaker and it says it's known as the Hyperlocal London edition. What's interesting about this is it doesn't actually mention anything about London specifically on the sneaker, but I wanted to get it, one, because obviously the colourway is fire, but secondly because obviously it's London. I do come from London, so it's got a bit of special meaning to me as well. So yeah, definitely happy to get this in hand and obviously review. So this is the sneaker, but let's take a look at the box. So here we have an old school box to kind of go along with the OG element of the sneaker. So you have the Nike Air logo in the left on the box, and you have it on the same side here. So we take a look at the size tag. It's Nike Huarache OG in the black, white, black colorway, and the size is US 14, UK 13, or women's 15.5, because it was also a unisex release. Now, to be fair, there's not much white on the sneaker, so to me it should basically be black black in my opinion, or triple black. So anyway, pop the lid and you'll see you've got this tissue paper that says limited edition. So it says limited edition right here, and you've got the Huarache logo here, and then you've got the Nike International logo right here. And then on the inside of the box you've got this text that says Nike sports shoes are manufactured to the exact specifications of champion athletes throughout the world. And then we remove tissue paper, and here we have the sneaker itself. And that's a beautiful sneaker. Just put the box down. The first thing you're going to notice, if we take a look at the outsole, it's a standard Huarache outsole based on the comparison I've looked at with the other colorway. But what you'll actually see is it's got very specific writing underneath the kind of tread. So it actually says, "Have you hugged your feet today?" This is quite a cool thing, because if I show you the black and white, you just get a very basic outsole. So again, this is very unique to this sneaker. And underneath you've just got Nike and the Air logo as well there. And then we then turn to the side. So on the midsole you've got this kind of standard tread pattern again here. You'll see that on this pair here, so it's nothing different there. And then obviously it comes around, you've got these little grooves here on the midsole, and this obviously goes all the way around the lateral side across to the medial side. We then see you've got this leather paneling here, and again this is it's leather suede, I would say almost. It's very nice to the touch. It's I wouldn't say it's leather as such, it's more suede-ish actually, and that feels very nice to the touch as well. And then you've got the cage element, which again is a unique characteristic of the Huarache, which encases the foot at the top as you go from the side all the way around. And then if we turn to the front, you've got this mesh toe box, so you've got this suede element at the top here. So again, in this black, kind of off black colorway, I'd say. It's almost like a greyish color. And then going up into the tongue itself, you've got the perforation holes here onto this kind of, it's neoprene, and that basically feeds up under this cage and into the tongue itself. Above the tongue you've got the lace enclosures, and you have these laces as well. Again, these are different for this release, so you've got this kind of, they're black, and then you've got the kind of like white dots going down them as well. Again, if you look on a standard pair, it's just, you know, pretty much white laces. I would assume if there was a black pair that wasn't that special edition, it would have a similar look as well. You have, and obviously going up the tongue, this is another characteristic you'll see. It actually says Nike Air Huarache. So that's different, because on a standard Huarache, the tongue actually has the Huarache logo, as you can see right there. So again, nice little detail that you wouldn't see on a normal Huarache. And then if we go back to the back, you can see you've got, on this clear bit, you've got Nike on the cage element here, and then also on the back of the midsole, on the heel, you've got Air embossed right in there. It's almost like the sock liner is basically encases the whole foot, so similar to what you get on a Yeezy, it's kind of a whole enclosure. So again, that's a nice little detail. And then within that, you've got at the base, you've got this Nike International kind of old school logo on the, I guess you'd say, the insole. So yeah, that's a nice little detail as well. Just check this one. So you actually do have the same logo as well on a standard pair of Huaraches, so nothing specific there, but again, nice little details. So yeah, that's the sneaker. I'm really, as I say, really happy to get this, and obviously looking forward to trying this on foot. It definitely looks like a comfortable sneaker, just from this sock liner itself. So yeah, looking forward to seeing how they feel on foot. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this sneaker. Did you manage to cop it at retail on sneakers, or did you pay resale, or are you considering paying resale? For me, it's definitely one to add to the collection. I think it's a clean colorway. It's a clean sneaker as well, and definitely one that you could rock with many fits, and so get a lot of different styles and looks out of it. In terms of resale, it's quite surprising. It's not going for much above retail, which is a little bit surprising in my opinion, because it did sell out on the sneakers app, so it's definitely one that was quite limited in terms of quantity. Currently my size is like £130, so it's only above like 15-20 pounds above retail. So if you'd like to look at a sneaker, then definitely go and cop it on resale, and you'll get a fairly good deal in my opinion. So stay tuned for the on foot that's coming up shortly, and let me know in the comments what you think of that on foot look. Be happy to get your thoughts and opinions. So thanks for checking out this video. This is the kind of content you want to see. Please do hit that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. You can also find me outside of YouTube on Instagram and Twitter at Lukas Winn. And again, if you did enjoy this content, please do give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy, and I'll see you in the next video.